let me lose my stride. Let me lose my faith or lose my mind. Please, Lord, don't leave me far behind. Cause I don't wanna fall off track, stumbling blind. It's got to be different this time. It's got to be better. Cause I don't wanna have to struggle no more. It's got to be different this time. It's got to be better. Cause I just can't stop and I won't give up now. It's got to be different this time. It's got to be better. Cause I don't wanna have to struggle no more. It's got to be different this time. It's got to be better.
Inside. Huh? What? No, I saw a video about being a garage MC today.
Oh, really?
I'm not trying to be one there. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another episode of Vaabs podcast. I'm your host, Captain Ebersol, here with a fucking special one, ladies and gentlemen. Matt from Document One is here in the building. How you doing, brother?
I'm doing super fantastic.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. Are you enjoying SA so far?
I'm loving it. I'm absolutely thrilled to be here, to be honest. It's been fantastic. Everyone was bang up for it tonight, so it's like, you know, what more can you ask for? It's been really, really good.
Oh, that's so beautiful, man. And you literally played one of the honestly sets of the year for me. Oh man, absolutely fucking beautiful. How do you go into prepping for a country that you've never played for before?
Wow. Thankfully, some of my buddies have played here.
Okay.
So I know, I have a kind of an idea of what it's going to be like. Plus, you know, you might get an idea off the promoter whether they want to do a certain style or whatever. So I knew that it was going to be a party sort of thing, you know, a party vibe. So, but I've been prepping and tweaking things over the summer. There's little bits that I like or bits that work really well, and then you just add new bits, take things away, and
100%.
Fingers crossed and just jump in. You know what I mean?
100%. How do you know when enough bits have been taken away and enough have been put back in? Or is that...
You never know.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, you know when they stand still and they look like they're bored. So,
Okay.
So thankfully it wasn't like that tonight.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
I'm very grateful. Very grateful. Yeah.
100%. Next question is, what is DNB like in the UK compared to what you saw tonight? What's the culture like? Is it basically what we see on social media, or is it like a lot different?
Or what did you see on social media?
It's a lot of jump up. Let me tell you.
Yeah.
It's like a jump up city.
Yeah, there's a lot of jump up. I mean, we're really, really blessed by having an amazing scene that just is always it's always got a lot of people pushing it forward, and the sound is forever changing, and everybody's up for that. They're not kind of like trying to stick to one thing for too long. Everybody's all about trying to be on the cutting edge.
Yeah.
So at the minute it's jump up, but I'm sure give it a year or so it will change again. It will morph into something else. You know, it was coming, you know, from the foghorn thing before that, and then then it was harder before that. So it's always evolving and always changing. But England, the vibe is it's always on. There's everywhere you go, there's drum and bass. Whatever day, you know, certain cities you go to, you know, there's drum and bass near enough every day, and people love it. It's getting so popular that it's on the mainstream radio. It's every part of the world. You know, it's everybody's up for a party and everybody loves drum and bass. So it's exactly what you expect, to be honest.
Yeah, 100%. That's beautiful, man. I feel like we often like in our scene, like still growing, still like pushing the culture and all of those kinds of things. It's like, it's cool to see how it can be. Like, it's like what everyone's looking forward to, like why everyone's bringing parties over and like big international names and all that is because we know what it can be, because like we're seeing it all over the world.
And you guys, like, you know, from our side, it's like you're doing a stand-up job. It looks amazing, what I see on social media, and I can vouch for it. You know, I've come here. It is amazing. So you got, it's amazing. It's catching fire. You know, everybody is on board with it. Like, it's not just, I mean, it's always been like pockets of the world that are loving it, and it's been there, but it's so big. It's like you can't get away from it. It's dance culture's like, it's on top of it at the moment. Drum and bass is everywhere.
100% on top, taking over the world, man.
Yeah.
Goddamn. Our next question for you is one about your tracks. Yeah.
Okay.
Now, what's a song that you love to listen to, but you hardly ever get to play it out? And then vice versa, what's a song that you love to play out, but you absolutely just can't listen to it in your car? You actually can't.
What of my tunes?
You can choose any tune. Any tune, but
Right. Okay. I don't know. I don't want to. I think in a way it's easier to diss my tune, so I'm not going to diss anybody else's tune. So something like, do you know what? There's tunes like Holy Moly, right? Which a lot of people will say, you're going to play that song, and that is one for me that's like, I loved it when I made it. It was quite a quick tune to make, and then it was kind of done. It's the same with another tune. We have a tune called LSD. Same thing. It was knocked out in like 2-3 hours, and then it becomes the one that the one that you slave over. It's like got my heart and soul. It's just all this musical shit going on, and then no one wants to know. Apart from my mum, no one wants to know. And it's just the heavy stuff doesn't go down too well. Well, I mean, the heavy stuff goes down well. The sort of liquid, chilled vibes that we really like. There's a couple of tracks on our first album that I really love to listen to. It takes me back to making and having that process, But the heavier stuff is what always gets the reaction that I'm like, oh, God, you can't get away from it. You can't not play it. You know what I mean? So, but yeah, I love it all, really, I guess.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. That's beautiful. And in terms of, obviously, you guys are a duo for the fans who don't know. In terms of that process and making music, are you and Joe both like the same in the studio, where it's like, let's go for like a heavier track, or like, oh no, let's actually bang something like chill out? Or...
We're always making all different styles. So we're so in tune with each other now, because we've known each other for so long, that literally he'll start something, and where he stops, I'll be able to take over, and vice versa. When I hit a wall, I'm like, I don't know, and he's like, I've got something for that. And then we'll swap ideas. We'll always have 4 or 5 ideas on the go, and it's just a process that we've learned to just develop over the years, and we're both just equally the same in the sense of like, no one does something better or more so than the other one. It's just that the other one is always there to pick the other up. Yeah.
I feel like that's like, we also had an interview as well with another duo, and I feel like that's like a common thing, is like people working together to be like almost where I fall short, you're there to fetch me, and then when you fall short, I'll be there to catch you. It's like a beautiful
thing. It's like sometimes, there's no doubt that both of us individually can make drum and bass, but it's the sum of the parts that makes it makes that document one thing. It's like there's a certain twist, whatever that is, that Joe puts on it or what I put on it. And that together is document one.
Oh, that's beautiful, man. And you, speaking on the production front, you recently just released a tune. Last night with Comedy. I wanted to ask, working, or maybe walk us through that, talk a little bit about the track, like when did you actually make it? Was it years and years ago?
No,
recently?
Not at all. It's pretty recent. It changed a couple of times from what I remember, but our record label had been talking for a while about, you should do a thing with Comedy, and it just never happened. It was never the right time. We were always working with other singers or rappers or whatever it might be, and he was at the back of our mind. And then it was just one of those things when we linked up. He sent us the thing, sent us the vocal over the internet, and we were just like, we knew from the straight away it could be good, but the track needed a bit of tweaking, and we took it in a couple of different directions, but it wasn't a long process. That must have come together over the summer, I think, really. And then it was kind of finished really recently. So maybe about 3-4 weeks, something like that ago. Like or however long it needs to be before the deadline. When they say you need to submit it today, we're giving it the day before. So it's not that old.
Yeah.
No.
What's it like making music with an MC versus like with a singer? Like, is it different? Like, do you sometimes like try to tweak the bars, or like?
I think the main thing is, with an MC, if they're a good MC, obviously, if we want to work with them, it's it's a case that they can send us it, and we can work on it anywhere in the world. We don't have to necessarily be in the same room. It's nice to be in the same room, of course, but with a singer, it's, Joe is a very good piano player. I play guitar. We sit down, the three of us, we write it in that sense. So the singer, you're getting a more immediate thing where you're developing the track in a different way. It's not to say that that's better or worse, but it's just different. And a rapper thing, most of the rappers we work with, it's all been over the internet pretty much. It's all been something that we've had a conversation, they've sent stuff, we may go back and forth a couple of times, but generally it's not that often we're in the same room.
In the studio, yeah. 100%. That's beautiful. Okay, our next question for you is, what is your favorite country that you've played in this year so far?
South Africa.
Oh, lead the witness, baby.
Do you know what? It's a hard question to answer because I've been very blessed. This last 6 weeks have been particularly crazy. We've been everywhere.
You're in Spain just now.
Well, I wasn't, but Joe is in Spain.
That's the game.
And before that, we were in the States, and then we were doing some stuff in Asia, and then we come here, and it's all been very go, go, go. And all of those places are amazing. You know, when you have any amount of time, like at the minute, Joe's got an extra day or so in Spain. He's out there just enjoying the landscape. It looks amazing what he's up to, and it's like, and I'm fortunate enough to be here with you guys, hanging out, and it's unbelievable. Like the country is amazing, and you get to go to loads of places, and that is often the case. Like if you're there long enough to see it, it's often you can really soak it up and appreciate it and get to know people. But sometimes not so much. But you know, this is well up there, man. It's freaking South Africa. It's amazing. It's unbelievable. And like I'd be back here next week if I could. It's it's incredible.
Okay, no, we'd love to have you, man. God damn, always have a home here in SA. And our last question is, what can the people expect from Document One in the last quarter of the year?
Last quarter of the year, we've got a tune. I don't think it's going to be coming out just yet. I don't know how much I can say actually about that, but it's a collaboration with an artist, which we don't do that often. But not a singer, basically, not a singer, although. But it's that's coming out. I think it's going to be early part of next year. So at the moment, there's a couple of things we're working on, but it's all original production and just rolling out the rest of the year with DJ shows, really.
That's beautiful, man.
Yeah.
God damn. Matt, thank you so much.
No worries.
Thank you so much. Such a beautiful chat. Thank you for a beautiful set. Shout out the Sanctuary crew as well.
Yeah, big up.
Love you guys.
Awesome.
Big up you guys. Lovely place. Guys, we've been Vaabs Podcast. Yeah, it's on. It's telling you to always keep vibing. Shout out. Thanks so much, bro. Oh, thank you, man.
That was really good.
Man. Thanks.